governor of Rivers State, Chief Wike, said it is unconstitutional for President Muhammadu Buhari to shift the power of securing the life and property of Nigerians to the state governors. Wike noted that President Muhammadu Buhari is the chief commander-in-chief of the armed forces and cannot declare that governors are in charge of security in their respective states. The governor, who spoke at the commissioning of the 21 kilometers Udufo Akpoku Umoye Road in Eche local government area of the state on Tuesday, according to a statement by his special assistant on media, Kelvin Ibiri, said such position suggests that the APC-led federal government has lost grip of the strategy of how to tackle insecurity. He said, Mr. President, you are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You appoint Inspector General of Police. You appoint the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, the Commissioner of Police, Director of Department of State Services, and other heads of security. Which one do we appoint? How can people appointed by Mr. President be under me? It is not only to borrow money for Nigeria that you are in charge. You must also be in charge of other things, including security. Who signed Order 10? Is it the governors? Is it not when things are going bad concerning security and you say you are not in charge and it becomes governor's responsibility? Wike admonished the APC federal government to hold up that it can no longer fulfill promises made to Nigerians and also lead the country out of its present predicament. According to Governor Wike, when there is a failure, what makes leadership respectable is that such leader is able to accept its weakness publicly. The governor pointed out that it was time Nigerians began to compare the performances of PDP and APC governors in office. He said the president was short of calling names of those governors who run to Aso Rock when they are supposed to stay in their state to see the needs of their state and people. Mr. President should have come openly and said, my APC governor, stop worrying me. Go back to your state and do your work. On that, I support him. Thank God Mr. President knows that I am not one of those that go to visit him over one problem or the other. I, as the governor of Rivers under PDP, you will never find me there. Meanwhile, former Senate President Senator David Mark, who performed the commissioning of the 21 kilometers Odufo Akpoku Umoye Road, noted the excitement expressed on the faces of the locals who are directly impacted by the project. He noted that even those in opposition in the state have become so weak to have anything more to say against Governor Wike, who is not only performing but has remained as a strong pillar of the PDP. He said, I told him I will be here because he loves his people. Now today, politics and democracy is not about enriching one or two persons within a community. The Odufo Akpoku Umoye Road is a project that will outlive everybody in this place. The legacy you are leaving behind, Rivers people will not forget you. They will defend you, they will protect you, and they will stand by you always. That is why you can walk tall. That is why you can jump into your car and go anywhere, because you have shown them love. You've brought democracy to the people. PDP as a party is happy to have you. You are one of the pillars of our great party. Of course, what do you expect David Mark to do? What do you expect him to say? Of course, they will praise themselves. Well, back to what Wike said. Of course, Wike has said the truth. He has his own misgivings. He has his own faults. But Buhari cannot be saying is the C&C, chief in commander, on one thing, and you are saying they should go and do that. Of course, some people are like, oh yes, Buhari has given them the order to do this and that. That is not only when to borrow money that you are not in charge, but when it comes to security that you said you are going to lead, lead in front, you begin to transfer your whatever, your responsibility to them. And again, the governors in somehow, in a little way, they might have their own fault, because the reason is that the security vote, the millions of naira that you guys collect every month, what do you do? What are you supposed to do with it? What are you supposed to do with it? Because if you say, oh, these people do not you do not have control of all those security apparatus, the head of all these security apparatus, that you are not the one doing inviting them, or you are not the one appointing them, it is the responsibility of the president. If you say that, then maybe the security vote is for you to be able to work together with them, together with them. Maybe because I learned that Lagos too, they are contributing hugely to issue of security. They work together. They even try to buy a lot of things for them. Though it's not as if the security is 100% on point, but to a very large extent. Maybe that is when you are supposed to come in, because the responsibility should not be left with you people alone, with the president alone. Of course, that one has its own big problem. We know that. But in your own little way, the money you guys collect as security vote, what do you do with them? It's for what? It's for what? You go there to collect money every month. Or even if you don't go there, but at least there's a way they send the money back to you. So the money is for what? The security vote that you guys collect. All of you are the same. You are all, we are holding all of you responsible. Maybe your own, how will I put it? Maybe the responsibility on you might be lesser than that of the president, which we agree, but that does not take the fact away that you are supposed to do something as well, or you are supposed to be exonerated from all the problems we are encountering. That is it. Because you were boasting the other day, you are going to kill these people, you are going to cut off somebody's head, you are going to do this, you are going to do that. How are you going to do that when you were raging and telling IPOBs that you are going to do this? So what were you supposed to do? You wanted to use that your hand or what? Or is it not the same security personnel that you are going to use? So maybe if your responsibility is 10%, maybe that of Buhari will now be 80%, but that does not exonerate you or take you out of the equation that you people need to do something. Well, I hope you are not taking security votes, because if you are taking and the same time saying this, I'm confused. Of course, that is what I'm saying. That is it. They are getting security votes. It's for what? Buhari has his own force, very huge one, but you are part of the problem. You are going to be taking, getting the force too as well. He doesn't control the police and the army. They don't take orders. We know they don't take orders from them. But what is the security vote meant for? Okay, Governor Wike is on point and very correct. All of them, I'm bringing all of them. But Buhari must take the lead. He should not just say like this, that it has to be from the governors. And the governors, they should do something. They should tell us. That is even the area that I'm even, like somebody says, confused. That is the area I'm confused as well. What is the security vote meant for? Wike is not sincere. What is he using the monthly security vote from federal government for? Yeah, people. With the presidency or not, as the governor, you are the chief security officer of the state. So guys, let's hear your opinion. He said it is not only when you collect go and collect loan that you be in charge. All of them they are exonerating themselves. So who is going to be held accountable? Let us know in the comment section.